Good morning to all. So today we'll introduce the topic Six Sigma. Six Sigma is a statistical technique for process improvement. Earlier also we have done control charts which were all about 3 sigma. Now we are taking the specification limits of the product equal to plus minus 6 sigma. So what is the difference between control chart and Six Sigma is control charts was given by Shewhart in 1920s and Six Sigma is given by Bill Smith Motorola in 1980s. Control charts talk about warning and action limits. Warning limit was 1.96 sigma plus minus 1.96 sigma and 95% of the entries were in that range. And action limits in the control charts were 3.09 sigma and 99.8% entries were within those limits. Now in case of Six Sigma, basically we are talking about 4.5 sigma limits in which 99.99 entries are coming within the range. That means the products rejected are very few, which is, if we calculate that number, it is 3.4 defects per million opportunities. Now how we get this number? If you want to know, we get this number 3.4 defects per million. We get this number from this number 99.966. Now how we get this number? We get this number from normal distribution table at 4.5 sigma. Now why we are taking 4.5 sigma and not 6 sigma, as the title of this technique is Six Sigma. So here one small thing comes is (1.5 sigma shift. Now what is the meaning of 1.5 sigma shift? We'll try to understand. Suppose this green graph is the normal distribution graph for your mean and standard deviation of the given product. We assume with experience, we assume that mean shifts with time towards either minus side or plus side, and empirically for calculation of Six Sigma technique we have taken the value of mean shift to be plus minus 1.5 sigma. So we'll subtract the number 1.5 from 6. So we see that if we take lower specification limit and upper specification limit of the product to be minus 6 sigma and plus 6 sigma, then we have, and assuming 1.5 sigma shift in the mean, we'll take the value of alpha from the table of normal distribution at 4.5 sigma, which is 99.999. So with this calculation we get this number, which is 3.4 defects per million, which is basically practically no items will fail to meet specification. So the main gist of the thing is that when we are shifting from 3 sigma limits to 6 sigma limits in the range, we are talking about more strict quality control, and we are basically talking about minimizing the variability in process so that defect free products will be there and only expected defects are statistically 3.4 per million, which is very low. So what is the technique we need to, methodology we need to follow in the Six Sigma process is DMAIC. D is define the system, measure key aspects, analyze the data, improve or optimize, and then control. What are we saying is this process should be followed in the industry so that the variability is reduced to minimum, so that mean plus minus 6 sigma, if we follow this range for specification limit, we get 3.4 defects per million, which is very low. So approximately nil defects will be there, and all the products produced will pass the acceptance region, will go through the acceptance region. So this was just a simple introduction, and just prepare a short note on this Six Sigma technique. Okay, thank you. So I'll end the syllabus here, and in the coming classes we'll just practice some questions related to all the topics we have done up till now. Thank you.